Good morning. I'm starting off this video this morning with a long distance thing just to illustrate that I'm using a wireless microphone this time to try to give me a little more flexibility. So one of the difficulties in the morning is getting the sun just right, because it just starts coming over the horizon and really just blast in here. But still, that's the best time out here, is in the early morning. You know, I've had a few of these morning story videos, and the previous one we talked about who this is for: dreamers, dwellers, storytellers. But we really need to address the question of why. I mean, what is it for? What's the purpose? And I'd say this: the purpose is to help people. Help people become aware so that we can break the spell of our STEM awareness, our sort of focus on measurement, prediction, and control. Our belief that science, technology, engineering, mathematics sort of is complete, or is as complete as it can be. The belief in that, and then the buy-in to to the just continual improvement in what we can produce and consume and make and all of that. And that's not to put down on it. The idea isn't to be against that. The idea is to go beyond that. But then, where does that take us? Well, to the other component of that, besides kind of breaking the spell of the STEM culture, is to sort of enhance or revive the truth of the mystery, revive embracing the mystery. So we've kind of between a rock and a hard place in a way, because we've had 200 years of success with material consumption, and you can see that that's led us into a place that we need to back away from. I mean, can you imagine we have perfectly healthy people who have no choice but to get in a 3,000-pound hunk of metal just to go 2 blocks to get a tube of toothpaste. So most of us are healthy enough to walk, or to take a buggy or ride a bicycle or something like that. So we need to break the spell of that STEM culture, and the point is that the mathematical portion has kind of withheld something. And I think it has withheld it not on purpose, but it has withheld itself. I'm talking there about the 5 missing things in math. They have withheld themselves in a way so that the STEM culture is protected from the spiritual, the religious culture. And on the religious side, we need to also break the spell there, or penetrate. It's not so much breaking the spell is being broken. People are leaving the church, like someone says, I'm trying to remember the name of, Jordan Peterson says, really in our generation, or the generation of people who are having children, mine is a little further along than that, parents are asked to tell their children stories that they just can't possibly believe in. The truth that's underneath those stories of religion, that there is truth there, deep truth there. But the language which it was appropriate in 2,000 years ago is just not appropriate now. So the purpose of this work is to help people help with that situation. I know what my path in life has taught me, and I know that there are just talented people all over, storytellers, artists, people who can help break that spell of our material-centric culture without breaking it. We don't want to get rid of it. We just want to break the spell. And what that means is to give evidence from the very same place, from mathematics and physics, with evidence, I mean evidence that has, in a sense, I don't know, unknowingly been withheld, give evidence that there is real depth, that this world isn't shallow like we sometimes think it is. And we're not just separate little objects on the surface of things. We're immersed in profound depth. At least that's the evidence that I want to bring forward. Because if you take the mathematics that has been withheld, and you look at the historical path of physics and what it has uncovered through its measurement, prediction, and control, the truths that it has revealed, if not talked about, and then you look at the history of fantasy and its imagination of what more there might be. For example, Flatland, Sphereland, that series was talking about what more there might be, how this might not be just the shallow place that it seems to be to some of us. And those stories fall short too. And in fact, they've kind of come to what seems to be a dead end. And I may not have talked about that yet, but the COBE satellite project in 2006 kind of put a dead end to that Flatland, Sphereland story as it was told. So we've kind of got a dead end on that, and the story that comes to us is that's all there is. You know, the space-time story of physics, the black holes and space-time continuum and all that. That's the truth of things, and that our spiritual wisdom that we might have learned from our grandparents, that's all just illusion. We need to break that spell, and I just want to do my part. But I know that there are really smart kids out there that love math, and they don't see this withheld part. And so it would be a shame for them to just have the option of going in serving that material-centric machine that we have developed. It would be far better if some of those kids could find excitement and interest in serving the other side. And the other side wouldn't be church. It might be from within the church, but it would be restoring our understanding of our place in the mystery, our understanding that yes, there is something deeper. Yes, we are plugged into it. Yes, we can tap into it through practices of silence, which are the same as meditation and prayer and other silent practices. So, that's what this is for. It's not really, the point isn't to dwell on the mathematical portions that are missing from the books. The point is to get people to, in their heads, to break the spell that is there, the material-centric spell, and to recognize the opportunity for bringing out the mystery and embracing it in a way that is wholesome and and nourishing to people. So I hope that was helpful. It seems like a bit of a rant, and I hope my wireless system worked here. Thanks. Morning Stories will continue. Later we will morph them over into where they're threaded by a website blog, so that people can pick up from the beginning. We have to do a lot of recycling in this, returning to the seeds of awareness, that the seeds of awareness, relational joining, parts and participants in here, out there. That's where the mathematics comes from. So we will recycle a lot in these. So thank you. I'm going to stop this here, and hope that you enjoyed it. If you do, send me an email at bruce@storyweave.com, and let me know you're interested. I would really appreciate it. I'm not going to blast you with advertisements. So if you would, I would appreciate that. Thank you.